We are back? Let's see, welcome to Farofield, the land of plenty. Please stop by the farm and enjoy some delicious, freshly baked bread. This land is pretty weird, don't you think? The trees are all withered and the ground's gross and slimy and the whole place stinks like someone left a sack of apples in the sun for a month. Do you really think we'll find the greenery here we're after in a slimy, stinky place like this? Huh. Whoa. What the heck is that? Some kind of pink, pulsating thing. But what is it? I think it's some kind of fruit. I wonder what it tastes like. Do you reckon the whole thing's edible, or... Ugh! This stupid thing just blew up in my face! And what a stink! It's turned the dirt around it all gross and slimy, too. I've heard of fruit going off before, but not like that. This place is crazy. Huh. I smell a fight brewing over there. Leave me alone! There's no point trying to eat me. I'm nothing but skin and bone. Sounds like fun. Come on, let's go and see what all the screaming's about. That'll teach those monkeys to mess with us. Right, time to get some info out of Sally Screams a Lot. Oh, this is how I took dinner for a painstaking imp. I hope I give them horrible indigestion. Wait, the monsters, they're gone. Those scaredy cats must have turned tail and fled when they finally worked out who they were dealing with. Eek! Since when have you two been standing there? Since you beat the monsters? Oh, I see. Thanks for your help. My name's Rosie. What's yours? And what are you doing here? He's Malthrath, the Amnesiac, and you're Manilia, the Apprentice Builder. And you've come here to find out how to add a little greenery to your island? You know, going around telling everyone you're a builder is a risky business. There's no telling how they might react. You're lucky you met me, and might be lucky that I met you. All right, my mind's made up. You can't make an omelet without breaking a few rules. As the finest farmer on Farofield, it is my duty and pleasure to give you the grand tour of the finest farm. Come on, follow me. Well, here we are, Farofield Farm, the greatest, greenest garden on the island. How do you like it? I don't mean to burst your bubble, but it's not that great. It's not very green. It isn't even a garden. Oh, I know. That's because we haven't built it yet. Huh? Farofield used to be a plant lover's paradise with vegetables and flowers growing everywhere and anywhere. But then the spoil spores appeared and turned all the earth into horrible, stinky slime. You can hardly even grow weeds in it. There was once a great farm here, the biggest and brightest on the whole island, and if all of us put our minds to it, I think we can bring it back. All of us? Are those guys mixed up in this too? Come, Perry, there must be something we can do. This is the last of our wheat, not to mention the soil. We scant enough arable earth as it is. I won't stand so close if I were you, Mr. Bonanzo, sir. These there spoil spore look like it could go off any minute. Suffering slimes! Bonanzo, Perry, are you all right? Quick, you two, we have to get over there and make sure they're okay. Bonanzo, Perry, are you all right? We are, Rosie, but alas, our wheat is not. That spoil spore just obliterated the entire crop. And who are you two, pray tell? I've not seen your faces before, and to be honest, I think I rather liked it that way. This is Manilia, and this is Malra. Manilia says she's a builder. Blimey heck! What kind of maid goes around telling everyone she's a builder? She must have had something wrong with her head. Well said. Listen here, young Rosie. You may have fooled us this far, but we shall not be taken for ninnies. If you honestly expect us to believe that this so-called builder will somehow salvage this preposterous plan of yours, you are gravely mistaken. Come on, Perry, we're leaving. All right. You must face facts, my dear. Farofield Farm is gone. The dream is over, and it is time to wake up. That stuck-up beardy bloke really rubbed me up the wrong way. Still, facial hair felonies aside, he's got a point. There's no point trying to rebuild this farm. If the soil's no good, you're wasting your time. No, I'm not. I'm the finest farmer on Farofield, and Milia's a real live builder. If we work together, I know we can do it. Wow, you really don't know when to give up, do you? Why do you want to rebuild this place anyway? Why, it's like Bonanzo said, it's my dream. A dream, huh? You know, I never really got my head around all of this hopes and dream stuff people go on about. Please, I can't do it on my own. You'll help me rebuild Farofield Farm, won't you? Yippee! Now that I got a builder on board, the farm's as good as built. Amelia, Maura, welcome to the team. We're going to make this place the best farm ever. Let's get started then, shall we? The first thing we need is a field to plant our crops in. Where's the best place to put it, I wonder? If only we had some kind of sign. Scarecrow Farming equipment, a stuffed straw man to drive off destructive pets. Causes residents to turn surrounding suitable soil into tilled earth. Ooh, sorry. What's the matter? You're looking very pleased with yourself. You've worked out how to build scarecrows. Of course, scarecrows are always found in fields. If we stick one on the ground, everyone will know that's where our new field is. So where should we put it? Oh, I know, just the spot. There's still a little bit of good, clean soil over there. So excited, I can hardly wait to start tilling the soil, but not until you officially mark the field with a scarecrow, of course. If you need materials, you can get cord from the vines that grow around here and wood from the trees. You just have to hit them with your hammer. Go on, build us a scarecrow and put it in the middle of our new field. There's an inscription carved into the strange stone monument. Read it. I leave these puzzles as a challenge to any young builder who finds them. May they aid you in your journey to become a master builder. Use your wits and building skills to solve them, and you shall be rewarded with treasures and new powers both. The inscription ends there. Whoever wrote that, they sound pretty full of themselves. Well, whatever. We might as well give these things a shot and see what happens. Is that what I think it is? It is! Now that we have a scarecrow, everyone will know where to plant our crops. Alright, you can leave the next step to me. It's tilling time. Watch this. I'll dab hand with the hoe. We obtained a strange something. Ah, farming's so much fun. I'm so happy I could pop. You look pretty cheery just now, too, waving your arms in the air with a big grin on your face. What was that about? Huh, something popped out of me, and you picked it up? I did feel like I was bursting with gardening glee just now. Maybe, just maybe, some of that happiness actually burst out. Well, whatever it was, I'm sure it's to come to be useful. If any more of them pop out of me, make sure you scoop them all up. What do you think? I've tilled the earth around the Scarecrow. I couldn't have done it without you. With your excellent inventions and my farming finesse, we'll be able to make some fantastic fields. I knew there was something special about you from the moment we met. After all, not everyone will risk their life telling a stranger they're a builder. You don't see what's so dangerous about that? Huh. Well, have you been living under a rock or something? Everyone knows that builders are the enemy. But anyway, we better get back to the business. We have a field. Now let's grow some crops. Right, now that the soil's all ready, the next thing to do is to plant some seeds. Here you go. These are for you. Got 5 cabbage seeds. To be honest, plowing is easy peasy. Anyone with a hoe can do it. But it takes a steady hand and a keen eye to plant a seed properly, and I think you're just the woman for the job. There should be 5 cabbage seeds there together. Let me know when they're all resting happily in the soil. Good work. You planted all of the seeds. You did a lovely job of it, too. Just wait until Bonanzo and Perry see this. They'll be begging for a piece of the agricultural action. Soon enough, the seeds will sprout and we'll be one step closer to fulfilling our dream. Thanks to you, we have ourselves a fully plowed and planted field. The only thing left is to water the seeds. Do you see that little hill over there? There's a spring at the very top, but it's a bit of a pain to have to climb all the way up there every time we need water. So that's where you come in. Can you build something that would make it easier for us to get to the water? Some sort of irrigation system? Holy heck! Is this? It is! It's a blueprint for an irrigation station. Did you draw this off the top of your head? That's amazing! It's like the one you drew back on the island, eh? But it looks like we all have to gather the materials for this one ourselves. If there's one thing we have plenty of here in Farofield, it's spoiled soil. Just smash up the ground if you need some. Oh, and don't forget to break the block that's holding the water back when you're done. Then we have ourselves a nice little watering hole. And if you start feeling a bit pickish, just remember there's always plenty of kelp down at the beach. Nice work. Whatever this thing is, it looks just like the blueprint. Wow. Now that's we got ourselves an irrigation station. We can water the fields. I can't thank you enough. Watering plants is a lot like tilling soil. Any old idiot can do it. So you can leave the watering up to me. You two stand back and watch the watering whiz work her magic. There we go. All our thirsty little seeds have had a nice big drink now. That's all there is to it. You just till the soil, plant some seeds, water them, and then wait. It's easier said than done, though. For one thing, you need healthy soil, and there's hardly any left on the island. It's easy to tell if the soil's spoiled. It goes all purple and sticky. Sometimes it looks green if there's moss growing on top, but when you dig down, you find nothing but grimy slime. The only soil that's any good for gardening has a nice earthy brown color. Just take a look at some of the soil that I tilled before. Just take a look at some of the soil I tilled before and compare it to the moldy mud nearby. All right, there's only one thing left to do before we can harvest our crops. Wait for them to grow. First, we'll get some little sprouts. Then a little while later, they'll start growing leaves, and before you know it, they'll be all grown up. When that time comes, you won't need any special equipment to harvest them. Just hit them with that cypress stick I've seen you swinging about. It might be a while before they're ready to be harvested, though. In the meanwhile, you could pass the time by clearing away the rocks and weeds in our future fields. And you can plant some more seeds, too. Speaking of, here's a few more I had hidden away. You may as well go ahead and plant them. beautiful. Well, we finally grown our first Farofield cabbages, and they're absolute beauties. It's been so long since we had a proper crop, what with those horrid spoil spores appearing all the time and ruining the soil. In fact, I've never seen a better cabbage in all my life. Thank you so much. Blimey. These cabbages are Gert lush. Did you and Rosie grow them all by yourselves? Maybe you really are a builder after all. Oh, the more reason why we should shun her accursed presence. Come along, Perry. We're leaving. Yes, sir. Why has Beardy got such a grudge against builders? If anything's accursed, it's that dead dog on his chin. I wouldn't say it was a grudge, really. He's just being cautious. After all, everybody knows that builders spread desolation and despair wherever they go. Don't worry, I don't think builders are harbingers of doom and gloom. In fact, I think they're great. But Nonzo spent his whole life being told how awful people like you are. We all have. You can't expect him to change his mind overnight. Oh, by the way, something's occurred to me while we were waiting for the cabbages to come in. Do you see that big bell over there? Well, there's an old story about it. Once upon a time, a builder came to Farofield. He showed the people the wonder of building to earn their awe and appreciation. Then he whacked that bell with all his might. When the islanders heard it ring out loud and clear, something awoke within them, and they were filled with the power of creation, and Farofield Farm flourished. Don't you see? Those funny things you've been picking up must be pieces of our appreciation, which means something might happen when you ring the bell. Well, there's only one way to know for sure. Go on over to the builder's bell and give it a great big wallop. The residents awakened to the benefits of building. The residents went to till the fields. The residents went to water the crops. So did my ringing the bell brainwash them into wanting to be my little workers? Relearn a whole load of new recipes. I don't know what you just did, but it was pretty spectacular. It's like the whole place has been filled with some kind of strange power. Marauding mollusks! Builder, what have you done? What is this energy flowing through me? My old body's been filling with an yearning to create. I got this uncontrollable urge to go and till a field. I hoped this would happen. All the power you collected was unleashed when you rang that bell. It opened our eyes to the wonder of building. It looks like it even inspired you. Now you can build simple stools and simple small tables and chests. Is that so? We could certainly use some furniture around here. You can make all of that, can you? You builders really are amazing. All right, we're all very impressed. You can stop posing now. From now on, you will have full cooperation from Perry and I. Let us rebuild the great farm and restore this place to its former glory. We shall tend to the fields from the moment we wake up in the morning to the moment we fall asleep at night. No crop shall remain unwatered on my watch. That's fantastic, isn't it? Now we can all work together to see Farofield Farm reborn. Residents will behave differently depending on the time of day and type of room they're in. They're entitled to lives outside of farm work, you know. That went even better than I imagined. Who would have thought that those two would ever get so fired up about building? Seems that whenever you build things for us, or when we manage to make things ourselves, our emotions overflow and turn into these funny fragments that only you can see. And then when you collect enough of that emotional energy and pour it into ringing the bell, everyone becomes better at building, including you. If I'm right about this, and I sure I am, these overflowing emotions are the key to getting Farofield Farm back to its feet. Collect as many as you can and make us all the best builders we can be. Okay, now that Bonanzo and Perry are finally in the mood to help, we can take Operation Farofield to the next level. Right, problem is, a farm needs soil and seeds, and it looks like you're fresh out of both. Well, any ideas? Huh. For a mob who hates builders, you lot certainly seem to be lost without one. What's the story there anyway? What's so bad about builders? Come on, let's get to the root of this. Of course, the root. Well, I suppose it's more of a bulb, really. Whatever it is, it certainly isn't a cabbage. This could be the next thing we grow. Here you go. Yay! We got a light bulb. I always suspected it might be special, so I kept it hidden away this whole time. Huh. Hey, get a load of that.
Huh.
That platform is glowing. It must be because you're a builder and you're holding the bulb. Go on, plant the light bulb in the light and let's see what happens. You gently press the light bulb into the soft soil. Could this be? Oh, fiddlesticks, we really gone and done it this time. The Master of Destruction is sure to strike us down. The Master of Destruction? Who's the heck's that? What? Have you really never heard of the Master of Destruction? Does that mean you don't know about the Children of Hargon either? I see. So you weren't just playing dumb. You really don't know about the evils of building. We've been talking at cross purposes this whole time. Let me explain. Everyone in Farofield follows the teachings of High Priest Horgon, handed down to us by his illustrious children. On this island, building isn't only forbidden, it's a serious sin. It's what? Rosie! Rosie! We're in a heap of trouble here. The pastor's on his way over, and he must have seen the light from the tree. Hey, look!
Huh.
What in the name of Hargon is happening here? Who planted this tree? Answer me, faithless rushers. What? 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 Building a farm, you say? Hearsay! How dare you sully my island with the sinful stain of creation? You will pay dearly for this. I'm sorry. The fields and the cabbages were my idea. Don't punish her just because she's a builder. A builder? This witless-looking whelp. Wait, this tree, could it really be? could it really be wet? If you know something about it, then spit it out. If I'm not mistaken, this is a young dye tree, the sacred sentinel of the Farofield forest, beneath whose blessed boughs this island once flourished. Hear me, my wayward vessels. I have had a change of heart. I have seen the fruits of your labors, and I have decided to forgive you your sins. My superiors need not know of your arboreal indiscretions. Arboreal? I will keep your secret so long as you keep growing this tree. But should it dwindle and die, then so shall you. Grow the tree, but I don't really know how to. You need not worry on that account, my child. Farofield's most ancient legends tell of exactly what one must do to see a dye tree grow tall and strong. You must harvest 15 cabbages. Farofield once far famed for its succulent cabbages, and I trust that you can live up to those expectations. Should you lack sufficient seeds, I suggest you seek out more yourselves. You must harvest 50 sheaves of wheat. The people of Farofield once enjoyed a wide range of foods, and wheat formed the cornerstones of many a delicious dish. You may find the need to travel afar to find the seeds you need. And you must till 50 blocks of earth. Farofield once was a farmer's paradise, with fields stretching out as far as the eye can see, and no farm can operate without plowed soil. 50 squares shall suffice. And if you cannot find any clean soil, I recommend you find some means of making more. I've heard of this so-called dye tree. It was a mighty magical tree that protected all life on Farofield, or so they say. If that's true, and if we really can grow a new dye tree, then we might be able to bring light and life back to the island after all. Hold on, a creepy monster turns up out of the blue, and suddenly you're going along with everything he says? What makes you think he can be trusted? We have a live one, I see. Such a spirited soul would make a fine offering to the master of destruction. Don't make a fuss, Malroth. We're not in a position to argue here. You too. I can't do this without you. Please say that you'll help us grow the dye tree and bring Farofield back to life. Yeah. Yippee! Thank you. I knew you wouldn't let me down. A wise decision, young builder. Should you lose sight of your goal, I would bid you speak with me once more. I don't know where we're going to find wheat seeds to plant, any more earth to till, but I'm sure we'll figure something out. For now, let's concentrate on growing the cabbages. If we all work together, we'll have these tasks done in no time. I never expected the pastor to appear out of the blue like that. It scared the living daylight out of me, so it did. And on top of that, he turns out to be interested in that tree you planted. Why do you lot believe all this children of Hargun have it, why do you lot believe all this children of Hargun rubbish anyway? Look at your pastor, he's dressed like someone's grandmother. To tell you the truth, I've never given it much thought before. I've been a believer since as long as I can remember. That's just the way it's always been. Oh, but before I forget, have you tried eating one of those cabbages you harvested? You're going to be growing a big pile of the thing, so you may as well know just how delicious they are. Go on, have a nibble on one of them cabbages now, why don't you? You had one of them cabbages, didn't you? Good and filling, aren't they? They'll do a fine job of healing your wounds, too. There ain't much on this island in the way of curatives, so you're going to be needing to eat your greens while you're here. I was more worried about finding out by the children of Argon. But I don't have to worry about that anymore, do I? Maybe I can even become a builder like you. I'm going to be doing a whole lot of building from now on, and if the children don't like it, they can get stuffed. Who dares speak ill of the children of Argon? What foul sinner defies my divine authority? Show yourself or face the full wrath of my righteous fury. Jeremy Gree? That pastor's got ears on him like a blimmin' bat. When Rosie led us to this ruined farm, I had my doubts about her whole plan. The last thing I expected was to meet a builder here. Still, I expect there must be some advantages to having someone like you around. For instance, you can make buildings, can you not? Perhaps you have already noticed the large red door by the field. I would have you convert the ruined room around it into our new sleeping quarters. The key to this thing is to ensure the walls are at least 2 blocks high. It will also need a door, of course. Our large red friend is an eminently suitable candidate. You can make the walls from mud if you must, but I think we can both agree that soft wooden floorboard blocks would be much more befitting of a room for yours truly. Once the room itself is built, we must begin to think about the furniture. 2 piles of straw bedding and a light truss will suffice for the time being. Blistering baboons, builder. Look at this bedroom. It's better than I ever imagined it would be. Now, we need not wander about the monster-infested dark at night. We can sleep in the safety of this room and awake well-rested the next morning. Why, with the builder on board, we need not stop at a single bedroom. We could have houses, hot food, happiness. Meandering mollusks. And all these years I've been thinking they were beings of pure evil. How could I have been so misinformed? My girl, ever since I heard you ring that bell, I've been overcome with a desire to build. This settles it. My days of pandering to the children of Hargon are over. I shall leave those fanatics and become a builder. Together we shall bring back life to Farofield. And the art of room building is fundamental to that. You are to be our resident builder. I suggest you have those skills by building rooms for the rest of your fellow villagers. Now, my girl, I understand you're in need of seeds. Well, I intend to do what I can to aid you in that regard. For now, this is all I can give you. I found them in my beard when I was combing it this morning. It isn't much, but hopefully I'll have more to offer you soon. I trust the bounty of my beard, I refer, of course, to the seeds I gave you, are in your quest to restore the dye tree. We Farofieldans shall always do our part, tolling in the fields of a morning, and sleeping in our fine new bedroom come nightfall, recovering our strength for another day's labor. What will you do while you wait for the cabbage to ripen? Might I suggest you make that lovely bedroom you built for us just a little lovelier? What if it needs a bit of traditional Farofieldan decoration? Be a good lass and finish it off with some farming tools and a nice stack of firewood, wouldn't you? We solved the puzzle. We acquire a mini medal. By quitting a lot, you can be in for a nice surprise. Be sure to activate it or you won't be able to warp back there later. Oh. I am not sure. Tries to strike up a conversation, but there's no response. There's a windmill over there. Let's see if we can sneak over there. So there is fall damage. Well, it wasn't nearly as fun to come over in this direction as I thought it would be. Maybe there'll be a quest over here that will bring us this way. Oh, it's over here though. Oh, well, alright. You obtain a fat rat signpost. We learned a new recipe. A silly signpost resembling a rotund rodent blocking the road can be used to write messages on. Alright, let's go home, I guess. And I'll probably call it an end to the stream. We're trying to play to get to multiplayer. But I'm told it takes about 4 to 5 to maybe 6 hours to get there, depending on how quick. The dead of night, dangerous monsters wake up when the sun sets, so be careful adventuring after dark. Jump into bed and go to sleep, and the monsters will be gone by morning. To get to multiplayer, but I'm told it'll take about between 4 to 6 hours, if not longer, depending on how long or how thorough you are. And since I tend to be a type of a player who looks and pokes at everything that I see, maybe a while. But we do plan on joining others when we get to multiplayer. So over here, don't fall down. No. There's a baby little fall. Itty bitty little snoozer-oni. Okay. I'm not 100% sure what the red means. Oh, that must have been it. Yippee, we did it! We've harvested 15 whole cabbages. Back in the day, Farofield cabbages were so plentiful that we sent them to other islands. They were famous near and far for their delicious taste and succulent texture. Maybe one day we'll have that many cabbages. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Look! Look at the dye tree! We did it! We completed the first task, and I think the dye tree is already looking stronger. Not bad at all. Maybe I'll finally have something truly worth destroying. Shall I burn it alive or simply blast it into splinters? Lime and egg! We're done for. I knew this old thing was a big mistake. Please don't, Father. We did what you said, and the dye tree really did get bigger. We can't stop now. Very true, Rosie. If you wish to spare my wrath, you will continue to look after this tree. I suggest you work those fields as though your lives depended on it. I'm gonna guess now. She's not coming over here. Alright, I'm gonna call it done here. Thanks for keeping me company.